Hello, welcome to HGTV Handmade. I am Maria Antoinette, and I have one question for you. What is a girl supposed to do with a spare tire? Well, I'm about to show you. I am going to be DIYing an Ottoman out of this, so let's get to it. All right, let's get some math out of the way. We are going to be using 3 17 inch wood rounds. The reason why we're using this size is because our standard tire is 30 inches. So our first step is going to be adhering 2 of these together. All right, I'm going to take my liquid nails and I'm going to use this as my base to assure that it does not move around when I come back to do all of my screwing. Now that these are dry, it is time to attach our legs to this. I am going to be using black metal hairpin table legs, and I'm going to eyeball this. If you guys want to get out your ruler and your balancer, you probably should. Don't build like Maria. All right, I'm using your basic wood screw to secure this down. The trick for this is making sure that the edge of this lines up exactly with the wood round. All right, so we have our legs attached to the wood. Now we need to attach the wood to the tire. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So let's get our pilot holes drilled in. A quick tip when drilling in your pilot holes. You'll notice that I have some tape on here. This allows me to know how deep to go with this larger bit. To make sure that we have this evenly secured, we want to do an even amount of holes all the way around. So we're going to do 16 of these. Let's get started. All right, so we have our partial pilot holes drilled in. Now we're going to take our smaller drill bit and drill all the way through for a full pilot hole so that our screw can go all the way through and into the rubber tire. I know this seems like a lot of steps, but just think when you get furniture that's pre-made and all you have to do is put it together, these steps are already done for you. And there's always a reason why. This is to assure everything stays together. Safety first. All right, now it's time to screw in our 3-inch screws. So we need to change out all of these bits. You'll notice that my Phillips screw driving bit is extremely long, and this is intentional because I need to be able to go through 2 layers of this pine and push the screw all the way into the tire. So this part could be a little bit tricky. You can tell when you're going through the wood, but when you get to the rubber, it gets a little bit less easier to detect. So push down, don't over screw because it'll strip it and then you won't be able to get that nice good grip and security that the screw is supposed to provide. A good way to know that this is working is when you flip it over, you can see all of the screws poking through on the inside rim of the tire. All right, now that we have that all secured, let's flip this over and get it out the way. All right, now we need to upholster the top of our Ottoman. We are going to take our egg crate foam and we're going to cut it so that there is enough to wrap around our wood round. I am going to be cutting with a utility knife. You guys, make sure you are implementing all safety here. Make sure no hands are out. And remember, we want enough to wrap over the wood. So let's put this all together. I'm going to be using some scrap fabric that I just had laying around. I'm gonna lay this out like a picnic. You guys, seriously, the design doesn't matter. If you have an old sheet or something like that, you can even use an old comforter for this. It doesn't have to be like pretty. This is pretty, but it doesn't have to be. Next, I also cut out some circular rounds in the egg foam, and those are gonna go down first. Next, I'm going to take the square that I used, and I know you're probably wondering why didn't I just cut out 3 perfect circles, and you're about to see why in a second. Simply place your wood round on top of all of that, and you're gonna need your handy dandy staple gun. I'm going to simply fold this in and staple you're gonna go ahead and secure all of that excess egg foam onto the wood round. And seriously, you guys, you don't have to worry about it being perfect because that's where the fabric comes in. So using your leg and pulling, you're building your own resistance. It's an easy project to do by yourself. Always pulling and stapling opposite of where your body is. All right, now that we have that done, let's bring back in our tire. Now look at that, that is a perfect fit. Next step, covering it with our fabric. All right guys, so I have some faux fur. It's absolutely gorgeous, so soft. This is gonna be so amazing. I'm going to lay that down with the pretty side down. Using the same technique we used before for the round that's under there with the foam on it, we're gonna do the same thing up here. Pull, staple, and keep going until it's all on. For this one, it's actually easier to kind of kneel on it, and then you don't have to pull as tight because it's going to kind of deflate that foam, and then you're going to find the edge of your wood round and secure right along that edge. Okay, now that we have everything all secure, we are going to come in and remove excess fabric. So you'll notice that I'm cutting and I'm still stapling because when I'm cutting, I'm giving myself a nice professional finish. So just in case this goes upside down, it still looks very professional and it allows me to see exactly where I need to staple to make sure that this is super secure. Are you guys ready? Let's see what this baby looks like. How gorgeous is this? I can totally see this in a living room, a nursery. There's just endless things that you can do with this Ottoman. Nice and sturdy. All right, guys. A lot of muscle and work to put this together, but it's so worth it. This would cost so much if you found it in the store, and how great is it to say that you made it yourself? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this project. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and see you next time. Bye. Put back in our screwing. What is this called? You know, because I just say anything. This screw is the screwing. This is so cute. It's a lot of work, but it's cute.